Hello, my name's Larry Hussey, and my web series brands are Drug Force and Xerox Animated Cooking Show. I'm also an amateur consumer reporter, and I'd like to be a professional consumer reporter, and I'd like my web series to be picked up, especially Drug Force. Excuse me, and I'd like it to be a worldwide syndicated cartoon that could be after school or Saturdays to start out, and then after school after the first season. I would need someone to pick that up and make a cartoon out of it. So today I have a to Seattle King County Court, Seattle Police, Seattle investigators, and Seattle King County Court for the Seattle City Light corruption investigation. Now, in 2018, which is the year I call the bad year, yeah, I was being what's now called super stalked. I guess there's a new term called such that it exists. Super stalking is stalking being organized by two or more people. That's super stalking. And it's to designate itself as different. If it's two people just stalking, obviously it's not what the police call a gang for the gang unit, all that stuff. So they've started a term called super stalking. So that's what I've heard. Seattle City Light is a super stalker. Okay. When I was walking through West Seattle, there were times when the crosswalk would turn off right when I got to it, and then it would go back to normal operation like later on, a little later on, and there was no sign or cones or anything. The crosswalk would just misbehave when I was at the corner. And I was like, wow, they have connections to Seattle City Light? Yes, they do, because Seattle City Light is corrupt. What I'm referring to is, I should say what I'm referring to, sorry. There's a Seattle Times newspaper article saying that the Seattle City Light, which is the power company, the electric company, if you play Monopoly, for the city of Seattle, just the city of Seattle. Outside of the city of Seattle, it's called Puget Power. So it's just for city of Seattle. And I happen to live in West Seattle for a while. And so they manipulated the crosswalk lights, the walk and don't walk lights, so that when I got up to there, they would misbehave. And so, yeah. And so I want to submit that as a statement. You want me to sit on the stand? I'll sit on the stand in court and say it. Also, second thing, that was the last one was the first thing. Second thing is, when I was living at home, there were times when anything I touched, whether it was metallic or anything, gave me a static shock. And I know that all you have to do to rig up a home like that is turn up the electricity power, right? So I am accusing Seattle City Light of turning up the electricity power in my home in West Seattle, so that when I just touched the family dog, it would shock, and my family dog would run away from me. And that's exactly one of the many things they wanted to happen to me. They wanted me to try to get comfort by petting the family dog, and I would shock the family dog, and the family dog would go, "Arr, arr, arr," and run away from me as if I shocked it on purpose. That's exactly what the stalkers wanted. Okay? I know that my fans are telling me stop doing angry videos, and maybe I'll stop doing angry videos after this one. We'll see. Okay? We'll see. But I know you want me to be honest, and I'm required to be honest by YouTube, actually. And so I'm being honest. And so that was the second thing. I'm accusing Seattle City Light of either doing it themselves or of being complicit in it. They see it on their little computer. They see the power change on their little computer, and they know it's too high, and they know it's so high that whatever you touch, even your family pet, that it's going to do a painful electric shock that'll make your pet run away, which it did. They knew that, and they were complicit in not telling anyone. They were complicit in not telling the homeowner, which was my family. They were complicit in not telling anyone because they are corrupt, and they were taking corruption money for, one, altering the crosswalks when I would walk around and turning them off when I wanted to cross the street, and then turning them back on after I was done being careful crossing a blank street. And then second, turning up the electricity or being complicit in allowing someone to turn up the electricity, so much so that anything you touch delivers a painful electric shock. And I would just try to pet my dog, and it would do a painful electric shock. And so my dog was afraid of me after that. And that was Seattle City Light in 2018. Please submit this to the investigation. Please submit this to court or whatever it needs to be submitted to. My name is Larry Hussey, and I lived in West Seattle in 2018. All right. Whew. Yeah, that's what I wanted to. That's what I wanted to tell you. So, I've been doing some new filming on Blue Sky social media. I haven't said that on a YouTube video yet. Some things I'll do on YouTube. Sometimes some things I'll do on Blue Sky. I've said before, when I was doing Facebook and YouTube, I've said before that I think it's very important for a free society like America to have at least 2 competing social media. Okay, so I'll criticize Facebook on YouTube, and I'll criticize YouTube maybe on Blue Sky, or there could be technical things. I tried to upload a video onto Blue Sky, and Blue Sky thought it was over 3 minutes long when it wasn't. So YouTube gets the video. It's the video where I say Bothell is going to get a freeway station. And Mon Ami Bakery in Mill Creek, Washington is buttery, flaky croissant. And plenty of seating and very generous social media policies where they will let you do social media there as long as you're quiet, like have headphones or whatever, and don't bother anybody. They have it actually on the table. That's called Mon Ami Bakery in Mill Creek, Washington, and the QFC Mall. I just came back. And I've been looking for new cold brew filter bags. This is it. This is the winner. Shibadoo. I get it from Amazon. It's also on Subscribe and Save on Amazon. It says cold brew coffee filter bags, disposable filter bags made from natural compostable fibers. It is made in China. And there's 120 in here. And oh my gosh, you get a huge bag of filters. And this is how tall they are. And this is my hand. And so you only need to fill it about halfway for about half a gallon. So if you want a really flavorful full gallon, you could fill it. There's a drawstring here. It is separate, so you could technically tie it. I haven't tried to tie it. Also, I just came from Grocery Outlet just this morning in Everett, I think. And this wine is currently MERF wine, MERF, MERF wine, 99 cents for this can right here. It is cellared and packed by MERF Wines, Patterson, Washington. So it's a local Washington thing. So it might not be in Grocery Outlet outside of Washington. But if you're in Washington, MERF wine from Patterson, Washington, 99 cents for this can. It says that this can is about 1.5 glasses of wine. And I'm trying to find, so it's 250 milliliter can. And then there's another local wine here. This is a Chateau Saint Michel flavored wine, but it's still 10% alcohol. And it is $2.99. And so this was a live stream. And that's what it qualifies as. Thank you. Have a good day. Your 10-minute break is over.